Okay, hello. Hello to everyone. Hi, beauties. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute. I'm trying to set this up. You're on some books. Oh, you can see my reflection in that mirror. Okay, so reporting to you live from Indonesia. I'm in Raja Ampat right now. Um, and I forgot the island that we're on. But we're in this beautiful, beautiful, come on now. We're in this beautiful resort called, well, resort, it's like a homestay called Katembe Private Island Eco Lodge, and it's seriously otherworldly. Um, yeah, you can see, I'm just like looking at this like private beach, and if you're a friend watching, you absolutely know that I thrive in isolation. Or like I really like when there's not a lot of noise, not a lot of people. So it's been really nice for me, and I've had quite the hectic last few months. I spent it in Vancouver. I was doing an internship there, and um, it was cool. It was really great. I got to be a corporate girly, and yeah, I'm not really sure if that life is for me, but it was quite stressful, and yeah, I'm hoping the audio will be better using these. Um, yeah, it was quite stressful, and I came to Indonesia to kind of like reconnect with myself. Being in your hometown, in your house that you grew up in, always stirs up emotions. So I wanted to just like find a new baseline for myself. So yeah, that was the goal. It was a really hectic first week of travel, like so many planes, so many buses, so many car rides, so many boat rides, and then I got like a really bad burn. You can still see a little bit of it. Oh no. It was really red because you're on this boat with no cover, and I was about to get my period, and it was just not good. But we've been here for a few days, and because I knew that we were going to be here for 6 days, I was kind of like, okay, how can I come back to baseline? How can I come back to myself? And I decided to create a little residency for myself, knowing that I would likely have the same routine every day. I just knew that the best way to come back to myself was through art. And I hadn't had like the spaciousness to really like sit with myself and be artistic in that way. Um, so yeah, I thought I would share this because it's been hugely beneficial actually, to wake up and have like a goal in mind, and to also create a theme around someplace that you're traveling. So I personally love this. I love um, artistic structure and like having a designated space and time to do something. Um, there's this saying that structure and rigidity actually creates more creativity, and I found that to be quite true when I started my degree. I because I was so busy, I somehow made more intentional time to like devote to my side projects or my side learnings that I really wanted to do. I spent so much time reading fiction and psychology and neuroscience and all of that because I didn't have a lot of time during the day to do it. I somehow did more. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of the same with an artistic practice. If you have some boundaries around it, you're more likely to actually get more things done rather than having this like free for all. I don't know when and what and where I'm going to do it, but hopefully I'll get to it. So, yeah, I wrote it down in my little journal. Um, Basically, this is how I did it. Where is it? Creative residency, yeah. So I wrote down first all of the creative mediums that I like doing. Um, Obviously, dance is a huge one, but it's actually like the older I get, it's not my main or favorite artistic medium anymore. Writing is. But I put movement and dance. It's important. An important medium for me. It always has been. Drawing. I brought my pastels. Writing, singing or the ukulele, like music. I did bring my uke. And arts and craft, nature creation. So it's almost like you're back in preschool. But I think it's really good because each day you can focus on something else. I actually didn't end up focusing on one per day. I did like a little bit of each per day, which is just how my mind works. Like I'm pretty ADHD like that. And something I'll also mention is that this is meant to be like not outcome based. It's meant to be purely exploratory and purely for yourself. Like this is not work or exploration. You are developing or researching to show or to become an outcome. This is purely play based, and I think it's very important to have moments of just like creating for fun. What a crazy concept. Everything now is like researching this and researching that, and like could we just create space to have fun and see what comes out of us, like surprise ourselves a little bit, because this is in and of itself a practice for when you do decide to create something of a bit more substance and research. And I mean, oh, surprise, surprise, when you don't put pressure on yourself to have an outcome-based thing, you might end up creating something like really beautiful that you might actually want to share. So yeah, I did movement, music, writing, drawing, and arts and crafts. If your main medium is painting, it could be painting all 5 days or different types of paint. If your main medium is movement, it could literally be different styles of dance every day. It could be like upper body, lower body, head on different days. And you'd be surprised, again, putting those boundaries that seem like, okay, that's so boring. You'd be so surprised, like, what you'll come up with if it's just like the head is moving to like create a dance. I've done it before and it's really good. Yeah, it's really choose your own adventure. And then the last thing is the theme. So you'll have, or I find it really useful to work with a theme. And that's actually kind of the crux of the residency. Like, you have your modalities and you have your theme, and every single day is one modality to that theme. I chose, like, I'm in a really beautiful aquatic sea life place, and I went snorkeling for the first time in the most like biodiverse aquatic life reef in the world. So while I'm not like a huge underwater sea girl, I was pretty inspired by it, and I was like, okay, this does not need to be philosophical. We do not need to overthink this. So I was like, the theme for me is underwater or underworld. I do tend to make things like a little philosophical, so it's like, no, oh, pretty bird. I chose underwater, then I changed it to underworld, and then I did a lot of like sub things. So I did like beauty beneath the surface, the subconscious, unseen wonder. I put psychedelic underworlds just because the colors were really inspiring me, and if I was a painter, it would be so incredible to paint those colors. Yeah, and then throughout the days, I still have to do movement and an arts and crafts, but I have 2 more days left. And so far, I've done a poem called Under It All. I've done some sketches. This one's my favorite, actually. It's a palm tree with rain. Yeah, like, we don't need to look through my sketches, but just so you know, like, this is not, like, it does not need to be pretty. This was like just for fun, to get out of my head, into my body, into like my creative mind, like back into my spirit, really, to like get me feeling good again. And And I also did a little bit of music. I just like tinkered with my ukulele and made up a little song, like a little tune. The storm scared me half to death, and all he did was snore. Yeah, and maybe I'll put down like the movement pieces and the crafts and the uke at the end of this video, but this has been like hugely grounding for me, and I think it's such a good idea for anyone to do if they're going to travel, or even if you just want to, like, who says you have to pay for residency, wait for someone else to create this whole format for you? You can do it yourself. Pick a theme, pick a time frame, pick your modality, and I think I devoted like half an hour to an hour each day to this. And the simple act of devotion and discipline to a medium, even if it's boring, or even if it's like not, you're like, I don't feel like it, doing this and seeing what you and your creativity have done out of nothing is really beautiful and really affirming and reassuring that like your own spirit exists, even among all the chaos and noise of the outside world that sometimes squashes and squanders our creativity and who we are on the inside. I think it's been really, really great for me, and I guess I do want to acknowledge what a privilege it is to be able to do this as well. Like, you do need time, and you need mental space as well. I'm not sure if I could have done this in Vancouver. I was like, there were so many things going on, and I'm in this beautiful remote place where I have the mental and physical space to think and be inspired. And for me, as like a pretty outcome-based person, it's been hugely, I don't want to overuse the word inspiring, but to do something purely for play and give myself that permission to just explore. And it doesn't have to be something, your hobby doesn't have to be something amazing. You can give yourself permission to just draw a pretty picture and let that be it, and that will fuel you in ways that you don't even know yet. So yeah, that is my talk for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll try this, and I'll see you on the other side. I'm probably going to I'm here for a few weeks, so I'm probably going to make like a little aesthetic talk over poetic video about this island, and then something more in Bali. We're heading to Bali soon. I'm so excited, and I kind of didn't want to film. I've been like feeling very burnt out, but this also gives me a lot in terms of like, I love expressing. I think it's so fun. I love creating and like envisioning and stitching together like a video diary. So yeah, I'm hoping that the sound quality is going to be great, because I use these headphones, and all the TikTok girlies use headphones and their sound quality is always great. So I hope mine is too. I should have showed you the shells I got from here next time. Okay, mwah. Have an amazing day. Sending you love wherever you are. Mwah.